are you employed?
I am a patrol sergeant for the La Crosse County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you worked with the La Crosse County Sheriff's Office?
15 years.
15 years in law enforcement?
A couple other years prior to coming here, so about 17 total.
17 total years in law enforcement, 15 years with La Crosse County Sheriff's Office.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I want to direct your attention to February 10th of 2023. Were you working your capacity in law enforcement with the La Crosse County Sheriff's Department on that date?
Yes, I was.
I want to direct your attention to a little after 6 p.m. on February 10th of 2023. Were you dispatched to a certain assignment?
Yes, I was.
What was that assignment?
I was requested, along with another deputy, to kind of do two things. I believe the initial complaint was, one, to check on the welfare of a 6-year-old boy, Alexavier Pedrin, and also to look for his father that would be at the residence who was on bond not to be there.
Was the initial assignment that you received just involving performing a welfare check on Alexavier?
No.
It was both those purposes?
Yep.
Okay. Do you recall what time you received this assignment?
A little after 6 p.m.
Do you recall how long it took you to get to the scene? I
know I wasn't right there. Another deputy, Deputy Path, had gotten there before me. I would be guessing, but I think I got there around 6:30, 6:40, somewhere in there.
And the scene that we're talking about is address W5512 County Road OS?
Yes, I believe so.
And that is in Onalaska in the county of La Crosse?
Yes.
Okay. Through your employment with the department, do you wear body-worn cameras?
Yes.
Were you wearing a body-worn camera that night?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And if you saw portions of that body-worn camera played in open court with all of us today, you would recognize those portions?
Yeah, I believe so.
Tell us what you did when you first arrived on scene at that address.
The other deputy was already at the address before I got there. He was actually to the rear, kind of just watching the rear of the residence for any movement for Mr. Pedrin because of the bond violation. And when I got there, I parked in the driveway and walked up to the side of the house and started looking into a window to see if I could see him inside the house.
Was the other deputy a Robert Paff?
Yes.
Okay. You described that Robert Paff positioned himself behind the residence. Did I get that correct?
Yes.
Is there a hill behind the residence?
It was dark out. I don't remember seeing the whole property in the daylight, but I believe it slopes up from the house and into like a light wooded area behind it.
Did the department as a whole have knowledge that Mr. Pedrin had run up that hill in the past to the back of the residence?
I don't know where he's run in the past, but I do recall knowing or believing that he's run or hid from law enforcement before in previous attempts to find him.
As you testified today, do you know if Robert Paff has had prior experiences with Mr. Pedrin?
I believe he has.
Okay. You said you parked in the driveway of the residence. Did I get that correct?
Yes.
Where did Deputy Paff park?
I do not recall where he parked his squad. I do not.
Do you recall if his squad was in the driveway when you arrived on scene?
I think his squad was further down the driveway than where I put it, but or he might have parked at an apartment building around kind of the corner. I don't recall where he put his squad.
You don't recall specifically? Okay. You said you approached the side of the residence?
Yes.
Tell us what you did when you got to the side of the residence.
When I walked up the driveway, I've been to the house before, and I knew that they used kind of like a back door to the house that doesn't face the road as their primary kind of entry and exit door to the house. So I walked that direction and went up some stairs onto a patio that had a window to the house there, and I stood by that window.
Was there a person with you this particular evening?
Yes, I had a ride-along. A ride-along that night.
A ride-along, that means someone that's not specifically law enforcement, is that fair?
I don't believe he was employed as law enforcement. I think that individual was looking into getting into law enforcement.
Okay, so this person was experiencing what it's like to be in law enforcement by riding along with you on February 10th?
Yep.
Okay. You said you approached the residence. This would be on the right side of the house that you're going up as you're walking up, is that fair?
Yes.
And there's windows on the side of the house as you're walking on the side of the house?
Yes.
Are you looking into those windows?
Yes.
Are you able to observe anything when you look into those windows and see inside the house?
Yeah, don't recall if I saw somebody immediately or if I was there for a minute or two, but I remember seeing a male that we later identified as Mr. Pedrin in the kitchen area and then go into like a living area of the house for some time.
You saw him first in the kitchen area, and then you saw him go into a living room area?
Yes.
And this was an individual that you were later able to identify as Mr. Pedrin, is that fair?
Yes, I wasn't able to tell for certain who it was at first, but later that same individual matched the description as Mr. Pedrin later.
So you arrive on scene, and within minutes you can see Mr. Pedrin inside the residence, who you come to know as Mr. Pedrin.
Yes.
And you see him in two different areas, first the kitchen and then in a living room area?
Yes.
Tell us what you remember observing Mr. Pedrin do when you were watching him first in that kitchen window area.
As I sit here today, I don't specifically recall what I kind of saw him doing in the kitchen area. I had referred to my report, and it appeared as though he might have been sweeping or cleaning up a little bit in the kitchen from what I could tell. And then for the portion that I saw him in the living room area, it looked as though he was like looking for something or organizing something like on a dresser. And then it appeared as though he saw my headlights in the driveway and seemed to get spooked, for lack of a better word, and went somewhere else in the house.
Did you see him go somewhere else in the house?
Yeah, I know he left from where I was looking at him. He appeared to like see my headlights through like a different window or shining on the porch or something. I just remember him seemed to be alerted to something, and then he went out of sight.
So you saw Mr. Pedrin first in the kitchen area, kind of sweeping and cleaning up the area, then going into the living room, and as you described it, kind of organizing things. Did I get that right so far?
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure what he was doing at either place. I was, I guess, dividing my attention at times between the person riding with me and watching him and trying to identify him. But yes.
Anything about what Mr. Pedrin was doing that caused you concern in terms of what you were observing him do in the house?
No, not up until he seemed to get startled and kind of dart off. Nothing out of the ordinary to me.
Did it seem like normal routine behavior of someone inside their own home?
Yes.
You told us you would recognize portions of your body cam if they were played in court today. The record should reflect that State's Exhibit number 1 is a flash drive of Sergeant Kernin's body camera, and it contains a total of 6 different excerpts. The first excerpt that we're going to play is from 52 seconds to 1 minute and 42 seconds, please.
No objection.
Yeah.
One 126. I see a male inside. I can't tell for 100% sure if it's him.
Sergeant Kernin, was that your body cam?
Yes, it was.
And the portion that we just played, was that what you were talking about previously, approaching the residence and then within moments seeing someone inside?
Yep.
And the person that you believe may be at that moment in time, Mr. Pedrin?
Yes.
But you're not sure?
I was not sure at that time, no. I believed it was, but I couldn't say for certain.
Okay, we're next going to move to excerpt number 2, which is from 3 minutes and 14 seconds to 3 minutes and 35 seconds in the body cam.
(121) dispatch. Do Derek's bond conditions say no contact with Josie or this address as well?
No contact state. Justice and Josie.
Sergeant Kernin, in that portion that we just watched, who are you radioing to?
Dispatch.
And what information were you seeking from dispatch?
I was trying to clarify Mr. Pedrin's bond conditions as to whether or not he could contact just Josie, or also if that address was listed specifically as well for him not to be there?
So if he had a no contact order with Ms. Dykeman, the defendant, or Ms. Dykeman and the residents, is that fair?
Yes.
For example, if you went to this call, Ms. Dykeman was not there, but Mr. Pedrin was there, and there was only a no contact order with Ms. Dykeman, that would not be a violation of him being at the residence, correct?
Possibly not. I know bond conditions can state different things, but yes, essentially.
Okay, and in this particular case, what did they inform you, or what do you recall being informed regarding the status of the no contact order?
I do not recall their exact response, but I believe he had no contact with either.
Okay. We're next going to move to excerpt number 3, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds to 7 minutes and 31 seconds. It was paused 3 seconds into the video. Sergeant Kernin, who do we see walk into the scene right now?
That's the individual I had later identified as Mr. Pedrin.
That's Derek Pedrin.
Yes.
This is the person that you first observed sweeping in the kitchen, and now what area of the house is he in?
That's what I was referring to as just a general living area. I don't know exactly what they use that for.
Okay. And at this point, does it appear as though Mr. Pedrin knows that you are there or that law enforcement is on scene?
It doesn't to me, no.
If we continue to play this, are we going to see Mr. Pedrin continue to do something at the position that he's standing at as though he doesn't know anyone's there?
Yes.
Okay. I'd ask that continue to be played, please. Or we can start over.
Just for the record, I think we got about 5 seconds into that video before it froze.
Okay.
Thank you.
Robert, come on down. He saw the squad, I think. Huh? I'm 90% sure that's him, but I'm not 100. I got a decent look, but all I can say is similar characteristics. I don't know his face that well.
707 traffic stop.
Yep, that's why I asked that. But Derek, it's a welfare check on what's the 6-year-old's name again? Huh? On Alexavier. Derek, I'm here for a welfare check for Alexavier.
Sergeant Kernin, after seeing excerpt number 3 of your body cam, do you recall what specifically you saw Mr. Pedrin do that made you think he knew law enforcement was now on scene?
I couldn't tell exactly where he's looking, if it was a little more towards me at the window or towards where the squad would be shining my headlights, but he appeared to look in a direction and be startled and just move out of my line of sight pretty abruptly.
Moved out of any place where you could see him through the windows?
Correct.
Okay. And soon after you make that observation, you go and immediately start knocking on the door. Is that fair?
Yep, I told my partner, Deputy Path, that the jig was up kind of and to come down, and I just started knocking to try to make contact with somebody at the house.
Do you recall how long it was that you knocked on the door before someone answered the door?
No, I don't. I know it was minutes, but it was certainly longer than, it takes an average person to answer their door.
Who is it that eventually comes and answers the door?
Ms. Dykeman.
Okay. Do you see Ms. Dykeman in the courtroom today?
Yes, I do.
Can you point around and describe what she's wearing for the court record, please?
She's at about my 11 o'clock in a sweater and a pink top.
I'd ask the record reflect the identification of Ms. Dykeman.
No objection.
Reflect identification.
Your first interaction was with Ms. Dykeman at the door.
Yes.
What do you ask to do when you have this interaction with Ms. Dykeman?
I believe my first interaction was well, there was two things. I think right then and there I told her both we were there to check on Alexavier and also that Derek couldn't be there. I forget which I told her first.
Were you allowed in the residence by Ms. Dykeman?
Yes, I asked if I could step in and she let me in.
Were you taken to see Alexavier?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So I walked through that back door that they use as their main door, went from there through a kitchen area, and then from the kitchen through a makeshift door like a sheet or something into another living area that was also like a makeshift bedroom. And then in that room I saw, she led me to Alexavier, who was sleeping on a couch.
Did you later come to know through the course of this investigation that the room that you found Alexavier in on the evening of February 10th, 2023 was in fact Ms. Dykeman's bedroom?
I later learned that, yes.
Okay. When you walk into the bedroom identified as Ms. Dykeman's bedroom, tell us about seeing Alexavier.
Again, he was sleeping on a couch from what I recall. Almost all of him was covered with a blanket except for mostly like the right side of his face. I believe he was leaning into kind of the upright back portion of the couch with his left, so I could see like the right side of his face primarily, and he was just sleeping.
Other than appearing to be asleep, did Alexavier look as though he was in any sort of distress?
No, he seemed just very tired.
Did Alexavier look as though he had just been crying within minutes of you arriving on scene?
No.
Did Alexavier look as though he was red in the face in any way, shape, or form? You saw his face, right?
Yeah, I saw at least half his face, mostly the right side, but I didn't see any like, redness that stuck out, no.
In fact, at some point you used your flashlight to illuminate Alexavier's face. Is that fair?
Yes.
And you're able to greater see, that's a really horrible sentence, you're able to see Alexavier's face even better with that flashlight being shown. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you observe injuries on Alexavier's face when you used the flashlight?
Yes, I did.
Tell the jury what you observed.
The only thing I saw on Alexavier at that time was, I would say, it might be a little off, but kind of in the corner of your eye, maybe where, the bone kind of juts out, a little scratch, nick, or even a small cut that was several days old that appeared to be healing just fine and didn't look concerning to me at all.
You said it appeared to be several days old. Tell us why you came to that conclusion.
It just, through, my life and profession, seeing wounds at various stages, it looked well scabbed over, didn't look like it was red and fresh, it just looked old.
Any other injuries on his face that you could observe?
No.
At some point were you asked not to shine the flashlight on Alexavier?
Yes.
Who asked you that?
Ms. Dykeman.
What did the defendant tell you regarding Alexavier and his current condition?
She told me that the whole house had recently went through COVID, and Alexavier was kind of like the last batch of the family to get it, so he was currently going through COVID. She had given him melatonin, I believe, to help sleep. He had recently just went through a child protective, CPS case, along with a county investigation into a broken leg he had sustained about a month or so ago, and that he had been traumatized by police and doctors and the county from that experience.
So she kind of didn't want you inspecting her child, is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask that we play excerpt number 4, which is 13 minutes and 26 seconds into 19 minutes and 14 seconds of the body cam.
No. He came in and went and smoked something. Hey, Josie.
I'm just trying
Hello.
to get my kids
Here,
situated.
can I step in? I know Derek's here and he can't be here.
I had someone else here.
Can I step in
A
to
little
talk to
bit,
you?
okay.
So the reason I'm here is actually somebody called in a welfare check on Alex.
Again?
Yeah, what's Alex's full
Who?
name? Huh?
He's sleeping.
Raven did.
Oh, wow.
Can I check on him?
Well, he's sleeping if you want to peek.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
What? Yes, he does have one.
121, 126, I'm in the house.
Did you shut the door? I had cats.
I remember them getting out.
We're all holding so we can cover this door at the same time. See what you have to say about that mail being in there.
He's been puking.
Has he?
We all just had COVID,
Oh, really?
so we think we have lingering symptoms. He's okay.
He's okay?
Yeah.
What happened to his eye?
760 traffic.
He bumped it. He's having a hard time. He has a broken leg, and
He has a broken
yeah,
leg? How'd
last
that
night.
happen?
Well, it happened about a month ago. Him and sister were playing on the stairs, and he took the tumble. But last night.
Has he gone to the doctor for that?
Yeah, he's been to the. He has a cast now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Alex, are you feeling okay, bud? Why's that? Don't hit that.
Don't touch his leg.
Alex, I'll turn off the light.
Tell him what
Alex, I'm Joey. What feels bad? They just had COVID?
we all did. Yep.
And who does that?
He said it happened at school. He hit it on something. He said he hit it on his desk. I don't know. He came home with it Friday.
Where does he go to school?
Pinching.
Hinton?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was reaching for something out of his desk, he said.
Okay. Like, did you talk to a teacher about that?
I didn't. They usually just come into the van and we go.
Okay, because that would have bled.
It was just a little scrape. He's been picking at it.
Alex.
Alex, would he talk to him and then he can go back to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
He already had his mouth on. Maybe goes into his head hurt, so he's tired. Lay down.
121, 126. Why don't you just come in and multitasking in here? Okay, so obviously I'd still like to check on him, but we have to address the Derek thing. He's on felony bond. I can't let that go. Literally,
Okay, well, he's not here, so you guys can go.
my only other option would be to apply for a warrant for the house.
Then you can do that. I know my rights. I have a lawyer.
Okay, I understand that, but I'm also not pulling your leg about that. Derek
Okay, but
can't be here when you're
I
here, Josie.
understand that. I'm the one who asked for the no contact. Right.
Then
You
who
can
is it
ask.
that's here? Can I confirm
He's
that it's not
not here
Derek?
anymore. No, it was another guy I've been talking to.
Okay, then how do you get out? Because we've been around the house. He's just coming inside now. There's only so many exits to this house. Nobody's left. Josie.
What, baby? You want to hold my hand? It's okay. They're going to leave.
Yep.
You guys go, please. You're scaring my kids now.
We've been outside.
I don't care. You get a warrant. Get a warrant.
Okay.
Leave. Out of my house.
Okay.
You're scaring my kids.
We'll be starting that process then.
All right.
And then you said he goes to Hinton and that happened Friday?
No, that's what he told me. Yeah.
Okay.
You're scaring them. You need to leave.
Okay. We'll be in touch.
It's all right.
With me not positively identifying him. So I'm going to call him. I can call the DAs and see if they want us to stick around for a warrant then. Probably be domestic DA. I'm going to go look at the list. I suppose I'll have 139 come this way too then. 121, 139. Yeah. And I'll be on this corner. Can you answer me? So I'm just gonna back up and kind of point this way. I want to be able to see over there too. So I'm going to. Well, I suppose I can call Williams first. See what he thinks.
Sergeant Kernin, there's a couple things I want to talk to you about relative to the last clip that we watched, okay? When the defendant first comes to the door, you ask her about Derek being in the residence, is that right?
Yes,
And she says to you that someone else is here,
correct, other than
meaning
Derek.
someone else other than Derek, correct?
Yes, that's how I took it.
Did that prove to be true?
No, nobody else was found other than those, as far as adults go, those two.
When you asked where that person was that was in the house because you want to verify that someone else is in the house other than Derek, another adult male, what was Ms. Dykeman's response?
I believe she said that person left.
That person left. And at the point that she's making this statement, you've had, through you and other people on scene, the house under surveillance, correct?
Yes.
Front door, rear door.
Yeah, I was at, their rear, and then Deputy Path was also monitoring the rear of the house and possibly another side at the same time.
And so you informed her that the house was under surveillance, is that correct?
Yes, that we had been watching the house.
Okay. And that also proved to be untrue. Nobody left the residence, correct?
Not to my knowledge, no.
She references again later on when you're inside the residence with Ms. Dykeman that it was another guy that was in the residence. Is that fair?
Yes.
So twice she says it's a different person other than Mr. Pedrin.
Yeah, I believe it was twice.
There were a couple things that happened when you were making observations of Alexavier that I want to go over. When you were in the room overlooking Alexavier, at least looking at his face, you made a statement, "What feels bad?" Who was communicating with you that you said, "What feels bad"?
Alexavier had just made a noise, I believe it was like just a waking or motion movement noise. I don't recall him actually saying anything that I could understand.
Did it appear as though he was coming to consciousness or waking up such that you could communicate with him?
Slightly, or adjusting, just reacting to us being in the room, I believe.
Okay. And then when you said, "What feels bad," who are you communicating that to?
Alexavier.
So at that point in time, you must have had a belief that he was conscious and alert and able to talk to you?
Or coming to more so, yeah.
Okay. At some point during that last clip that we watched, Ms. Dykeman says once, if not more times, "You're scaring him." Do you recall that?
Yes.
Who was Ms. Dykeman talking about, if you know, regarding who she was saying you were scaring?
I believe she was referring to police presence.
No, what person appeared to be scared? I'm sorry.
Oh, Alexavier.
Alexavier. So you could see Alexavier, and you could see Alexavier coming to consciousness from sleeping. Is that correct?
A little bit. I never recall him, fully opening his eyes and, appeared to be able to have a full conversation, anything like that. He was very tired.
At that first interaction with the defendant at the door, when you asked to see Alexavier, her response to you is what?
I think she used the word peek, if I want to come in and peek or take a look.
Do you recall Ms. Dykeman saying multiple times he's sleeping?
Yes.
Did it appear to you as though Ms. Dykeman did not want you to come in the residence to perform a welfare check on Alexavier?
Objection, speculation.
Sustain.
Based on how Ms. Dykeman was communicating with you, saying that he was asleep on the couch, did it seem as though she did not want you to perform the welfare check?
No objection.
Sustain. Move on.
Did Ms. Dykeman inform you that he was sleeping right after you told her you wanted to see Alexavier?
I believe she did, yes.
All right, I want to move on to excerpt number 5, which is from 21 minutes and 56 seconds in your body cam to 24 minutes.
See ya.
Hello. He's going to step out? Okay, coming. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Well, it's dark in there, I can't. If you want to just stack up on me outside the light. No, that's why I said stack up on me outside the light. Oh, that's okay. $121 to $139. Were you starting this way? Well,
118 to 121. I'm clear if you want me to come over there.
yeah, why don't you? 1040 for now is fine. Yeah, it looks like he's getting zipped up.
I'm just going to talk about that clip really briefly, and then we'll play the last clip for you, all right? During that clip, you made a personal observation that someone was getting zipped up. Tell the jury what you saw with your eyes.
I believe it was Mr. Pedrin putting on a jacket or something and getting ready to come outside.
Before you made that observation, this video starts with you and your squad. Is that fair?
Yes.
And you receive a communication that he's going to come out. Who do you receive that communication from?
Deputy Paff.
Deputy Paff. Do you know who Deputy Paff was communicating with in order to get that communication that Derek was going to come out of the residence?
Deputy Paff told me that he had been speaking with Ms. Dykeman.
With the defendant?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're going to play the last clip, which is 24 minutes and 44 seconds to 31 minutes and 34 seconds.
Appreciate it, Derek. Thank you, Derek. Hey, just step over here. You keep being cool. You can have a cigarette, okay?
Can you let him text his boss?
Yes.
Last time he didn't, and he was upset.
So, Josie,
Yeah.
we try to never... Can I step into the
Yeah, I
tip?
just don't want to crack it.
Oh, shoot. You know what? Maybe right here is fine then. We try never to make things worse than they have to be. You know that. I mean, we're never here in a good situation. Sure. I just want to watch them too, but... Oh, it's just a judge wants to see Derek real quick, and then he has to come back. So it's not a big deal.
I was scared of him here until you let me was here. And he was pretty demanding of coming back. He showed up right away.
As soon as he was released.
Yeah, but I told him no drinking. Like,
Has he been drinking since being back? Well, he was released the 7th, right?
Right.
Okay.
As far as I know, no, he took his
Has
medication.
anything, like, has he threatened you?
No.
Okay. He just wanted to come back? And that's why, so that's why you didn't
He's
want
like,
to...
I need you, I can't stay clean without you.
Where was he?
My
Was he
plan
upstairs?
My plan is still, yeah.
126, 121, just grab a water for him. All other units.
I'm just gonna get him water. Can I, oh yeah, can I get him
I
water?
don't know if I have water in there. I have to go shopping. We're still catching up from having COVID.
A glass of water? Or a cup?
Here, this is
Oh, perfect.
Why are you up there? Sit down.
Yeah, we're honestly here for Alex's welfare. Yeah, somebody had called in. How did he get the cut above his eye?
He fell down the stairs.
No, that wasn't from that long ago. We got that one from school.
Okay. So yeah, just, yeah, we weren't here, we weren't trying to pick on you, but we appreciate you coming out.
Did you guys disarm my garage camera?
No? I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, I do. It's not working anymore.
Can I see?
Oh, no, it is.
Well, I thought you were supposed to be in bed.
I'm not.
I had to get one because she gets out soon. The person who keeps calling you guys for welfare checks.
Grandma?
Yeah, her daughter's in prison for having a baseball bat. So they keep calling for welfare checks. They're very angry with me.
Yeah. Here, from a completely unbiased perspective, Josie, if I was a grandparent, I'm not. If I had a grandchild that, hey, they broke their leg, falling down the steps. Hey, they had a cut to their eye. One parent says, oh, they got that at school.
Boys, do you have kids? Because
but
they
they're not
have
here.
some bruises all the time.
So that I'm trying to unbiasedly put myself in somebody else's shoes to understand it as best I can from their perspective. So again, I'd like to think that they're not calling in to be spiteful or anything like that, because there have been a couple incidents of Alex getting hurt. That's all. So I'm not here. I'm not taking Alex away tonight, anything like that. I'm just, like I said, I'm here because I'm trying to help somebody's concerns, whether or not they're legitimate or not. But I still, when the complaint is made to us,
I get
we have to, what's his full name again? I can never remember.
Alexavier Pedrin, they did a full investigation when he was in the hospital.
Okay. You mean for the leg?
Yeah.
What happened with that? I'm not
They did
familiar.
a full investigation. They had an investigation because of where he had the break.
Oh,
They
okay.
did a full head to toe, and he was fine.
Okay. What's his middle name?
CPS was involved too. Jay.
What's the full, is it John?
I
Or?
think it's J-A-Y.
Oh, Jay, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant like the initial. What's his birthday?
It's 7/10/16.
Okay. What's the best phone number for you, Josie?
608-518-6265.
How long ago did he get COVID?
Right after he got out of the hospital.
So, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
And I think about 3 weeks.
And he's still
He
recovering
got
from that?
out, and then us two were the last to get it because the first to get it were my other kids, and then him and I got it. I think a few days after he got out of the hospital, we caught it.
Okay. And can I just look at him one more time? I just like,
It's scaring him, so can you just...
yep, I won't shine my flashlight. I won't, yep, I won't.
I mean, after that CPS and all the doctors hounding him, he was scared. You know? He's been trying to sneak up without his walker, so I just took oh, see? That's how he gets the bumps and bruises. He's a very active boy.
Okay. Okay.
It's hard to keep...
That's good for you. Yep, I hear you. I don't have multiple boys, so I don't know how they interact. So.
Going, he was like this one.
What's this guy's name again?
Brantley.
Brantley, okay. Okay, so, listen, I'm doing a report, that's all I can say. So, it's nothing, I don't see anything here that I'm taking a child from you. So, obviously, you knew that, I'm just reassuring you of
Come
that,
on,
okay?
settle
So,
down.
I appreciate you coming back for us because, yeah, I was just on the phone with one of our investigators about obtaining a warrant, so.
Stop.
I appreciate it, and I hope this all works out for everyone the way it should, okay? Thank you so much. Take care. Coming out.
Coming out?
Yep.
All good then, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the kid... Yeah, well, and I checked on him, and he does have a new cut above his eye that he said from falling down the stairs, which was what she said from, he has a broken leg that's been investigated, cast. And then what she said, that was from him. She believes he just bumped his head at school on the desk reaching for something. But, different stories, so it's possible something happened here. It's just not enough to whip him out of here tonight. And she's not exactly cooperative because of previous complaints, and maybe it was something, so.
Yeah, I think last time.
Sergeant Kernin, there's a couple things I want to talk to you about relative to the last portion of the body camera that we watched, okay? The first topic I want to talk to you about is cameras and cameras at the house. Who referenced having cameras at the house?
Ms. Dykeman did.
And specifically, did she make a reference to believing that law enforcement somehow was interfering with her ability to access her cameras?
I believe she had asked if we had shut her camera off.
Okay. You didn't do that, did you?
No,
To your knowledge, nobody did that with the department. Is that fair?
that's fair.
Okay. During your conversation after Derek comes out, you have another conversation with Ms. Dykeman. Is that correct?
Yes.
You asked her if Derek had made any threats during that evening, correct?
Yes.
What was her response regarding threats made by Derek that night?
She said that he had not threatened her.
You asked her about whether or not Derek had been drinking that night too, correct?
Yes.
And to her knowledge, she told you what?
Not that she knew of.
Ms. Dykeman also said that she was scared of Derek. Is that fair?
Yes.
Did she connect being scared to Derek with Derek engaging in any activity?
Drinking, I believe, was the activity.
I want to talk to you now about when you went back into the residence and saw Alexavier a second time, okay? When you went back into the residence, was Alexavier on the same couch that he was on when you first saw Alexavier?
Yes, I believe it was all one couch.
Was his body positioned differently than the first time you interacted with him?
Yes, it was.
Explain to the jury how Alexavier's body position changed from the first time you saw Derek to the second time you saw Derek, the first time you saw Alexavier to the second time you saw Alexavier when you went in the residence.
Again, the first time he was a little more propped up, leaning against the back portion of the couch, his left side against the back portion. And the second time just now, I don't think you could see any of it on my camera, but he was laying, from what I recall, down more on the actual couch cushions on his right side in a more classic, laying down sleeping position.
Did it appear to you to be awake at this point when you went in and saw him the second time?
No, not at all.
Did anything appear to be amiss with Alexavier at the second time that you saw him?
This time, the only thing I saw is, I don't recall if it was this way initially or if Ms. Dykeman had actually moved the blanket while we were together, but I could see, I think, pretty much the entirety of his outer left thigh, and I saw one bruise like the size of a coin.
One bruise on his left thigh about the size of a coin?
Yes.
Okay. And you could not see his left thigh the first time that you were in the residence, is that fair?
Yes, I couldn't.
The second time the blanket was moved and you saw one bruise on his left thigh, do you recall where on his left thigh you saw that bruise?
I would
Closer
say
to the knee or closer to the hip?
in between, but on the back side of
The
thigh,
back side of the leg?
like in between the fronts on the side, or maybe slightly towards the back of it, from what I remember.
The second time that you saw Alexavier, did he appear to be in distress in any way, shape, or form?
No.
Did it appear red in his face or on his leg that you could see?
No. I don't remember seeing much of his face the second time or focusing on it.
Did you see any signs of recent trauma on the parts of Alexavier's body that you could see?
None that we already mentioned, no others, no.
Just the ones that we've talked about?
Correct.